So, who is and who is not returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac for season 8? That is the question that we are going to be discussing in this video right here. So, I don't even want to waste no time. Let's stage dive into the tea. Now, first things first, I'd already heard that Real Housewives of Potomac, as many people have heard, that Real Housewives of Potomac is starting to film season 8 this March. Yes, next month, as in a couple of days. So, with that being said, now is when we need to start asking some questions. Who is coming back? So, reliable word from several sources that we will go over right now have indicated that all the contracts have gone out. All right. So, we're going to be doing some light speculation and light spoilers for those of you guys who don't like to be spoiled. Get on out of here. But if you want to be spoiled, let's get into the tea. All right. So, our good friends over at The People Want to Know, make sure you guys are following them on Instagram. Make sure that you like this post, shoot a comment over there, let them know what you're thinking and what your thoughts are. But they let us know that the contracts have been received, except for one of the ladies for season 8. So let's stage dive into the caption, shall we? So the caption reads, I've been hearing from sources close to production that every housewife on Real Housewives of Potomac has received a pickup letter for season 8, except only one. I cannot reveal her name, but seems like her housewife's journey might be coming to an end. Dash why. Okay. So then it says, you will hear more soon. Exclusive. All right. So listen. So when I saw this tea yesterday, okay, I was like, let's look at the clues, right? So, and again, let me go ahead and tell y'all, we do this every season. We do this every season. We are in the process of speculation right now. So let me clarify that. All right. And all commentary is alleged until we get the official word. But if you guys have been following my channel for the time that we've been on, you guys know that this is one of our favorite things to do is to try to figure out who is coming back. All right. So with the clue here that says, I can't reveal her name, but seems like her housewife's journey might be coming to an end. And they have spelled out end as in END and then dash Y. Okay. I'll put the link in the description down below so that you guys can actually look at it for yourselves to see exactly what I'm talking about. So with the Y on the end, it almost feels like it is talking about Dr. Wendy Acefo. However, the Y on the end could have been a reference to Ashley. I just don't see the network getting rid of Wendy or Ashley at this point. I mean, I think that there is some value there in continuing to follow Ashley's single hot girl journey. Um, I would be interested in that. And I just don't think we've had enough time with Dr. Wendy for it to warrant her to not be there. Now, most people are thinking that it's going to be Robin who will be left on the chopping block. So, the reason for that is another story. So, let's head on over to the Twitter. All right. And for this, we're going to be talking about a post that Bravo Bees reported on. So they said exclusive, Real Housewives of Potomac stars Robin Dixon and Sharice Jackson Jordan are reportedly on the chopping block ahead of the show's 8th season. Though contracts have not been sent out, producers are allegedly prepared to move on from these women as they feel like their stories are complete. Now, to note, this story differs slightly from the last, all right, in that they are stating that the contracts have not been sent out. And again, this is the time when we are looking at the news that's popping up with regards to our favorite shows, obviously, and we just analyze, right? We analyze. And for me, I can see the Robin and Charisse of it all definitely being, if I am a producer on the show, and based on what has happened recently, I personally would probably demote Robin. Um, I have a hard time saying fire someone because I also have a hard time with the idea of taking food out of somebody's plate. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want this woman to be paid. She got a family and kids. And we're going to talk about the importance of all that in another segment later on in this video. So stay tuned for that because we got to talk about the Kim Zolciak of it all. But I just, it's a hard thing for me to say somebody should be fired. I hate that idea that but if somebody has to go, I would choose to likely demote her and allow her to listen, because if you're not going to give what's needed for the show, then it's probably time for you to make a choice either on your own that you would like to leave, because I feel like it's always better when they decide on their own, or for us to just simply demote you. You know what I'm saying? So again, I will place links to both of these stories down in the description down below. You guys let me know what you think and who you believe should be returning to the franchise, and then we will see exactly what happens in the next coming weeks. Because I feel like after we get this one-on-one with Andy, a lot will become clearer with regards to Robin's future on the show. All right, so let's get into the Katie Rost of it all. You guys know Katie Rost. We are familiar with Katie Rost on this channel. I've had the pleasure of interviewing Katie. I think we did 2 interviews. I interviewed her once when I was in Miami on a morning show, and then I think we did a separate interview following up sometime later. But she's posted this. She says, I've asked Andy Cohen to bring me back, apologized, gone to shul and said sorry, all that stuff. Radio silence. I have a lot going on that has a lot of people that a lot of people can relate to, and a lot has changed. I'm reliable. If they are still casting, hire me. I'm here and I'm real. Hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac for real. Now, it's no secret that Katie has made this type of statement before, basically indicating that she is ready, willing, and able to head back into the franchise amidst all that she has been very transparent about on her Twitter page about, battling with addiction and what she's doing to overcome it. And I think that that has been a marvelous journey to watch happen. Now, with regards to participating on season 8, would I think that that would be a good idea? I don't know, because I feel like anytime anyone is willing to be transparent about what they're going through, and if they have a story and if it fits within the connective tissue of the franchise, then I feel like, okay, let's see what we have here. But I do also think that there is something to be said for how is she integrated with the group. Like, I think one of the things that we've seen with Married to Medicine that they've done in preparation for a new season is to start being heavily photographed with certain individuals, aka Dr. G and his fiance. It's no secret that everybody has been photographed with them. So I feel like that would also help to kind of put Katie back into the mix, and perhaps maybe we see where she winds up at in terms of like guest appearances in the next season. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. All I know is that she's made her stance clear. And she also reposted that Page Six had reported that she was begging to come back to Potomac after working a minimum wage job. They said, hire me. So she reposted that. And she says this, I didn't beg, but I can't get mad at Page Six. My edit would be that I asked. And then she put the heart emoji. So she understands the game of news. And then she also says, if you don't speak up, you don't get. You may not understand someone's every move, but you cannot disrespect a woman who has that fire under my wig is a lot of bravery. And I have to tell you, I definitely agree 100% with what she said. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. The squeaky wheel gets the juice. If you don't say anything, then I mean, it's like you can't. If you have not because ye asked not. You know what I'm saying? So I get where she's coming from with that, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Now, regards to people asking for things, that is apparently what American Express is doing to Kim Zolciak. They are asking for their money. All right. So Radar Online is reporting that American Express has tried to garnish Kim Zolciak's Don't Be Tardy wages over a massive $215,000 credit card debt. Now, how did we get so far into debt with American Express with Kim Zolciak? And I'm going to tell you that I am waging an educated guess in this situation. My guess is that, American Express has an interesting credit limit situation. There are cards that you can get that pretty much have almost no limit at all from what I understand from my own experience. But and it all depends on how you pay them back and what that billing cycle looks like in terms of what you spend, what you put back on the card, and then that becomes a part of your history. And then they sort of see, how that history is as you move forward. I'm not a credit expert, but I'm just giving you guys the little bit that I do understand, right? So as we dive deeper into the story, um, what we understand is that back in 2018, Kim was sued by American Express in Georgia. All right. Now, again, that was $215,000. Now, the suit read at the time that she agreed to pay and was obligated to pay American Express for all extended credit on her account. So then they became frustrated, waiting for her to pay up, and they decided to move forward with the suit. All right. So apparently, Croy was served with legal papers at their home in Georgia on February 19th, 2008. Now, all these, excuse me, 2018. Now, all these years later, they're still attempting to collect on their debt. So apparently, in early 2020, they delivered paperwork to garnish Kim's bank account at SunTrust. Now, at that time, they did say that she had failed to pay off all the debt, resulting in the amount owed growing with interest and other costs to 216,000. So it's not looking too good for Kim Zolciak right now. And granted, listen, everybody, everybody has at some point in time, I would say not everybody, but most people have at some point in time had to deal with credit card debt. But when it also is in tandem with what she is facing in terms of, this whole idea that she is facing foreclosure and that the house is set to be auctioned off, it's kind of painting a picture that almost would seem to tell us that maybe she is not too maybe is she not that savvy with the finances? Do they need a business manager? We will definitely send up prayers for them, because in addition to that, the Daily Mail is reporting that her gambling habit has been revealed. Okay, that allegedly she would stay up all night stuffing $100 bills into slot machines and once blew the price of a whole RV on a family trip to Vegas. Now, this was chronicled in her show, Don't Be Tardy for the Party. She apparently said back in 2014 that she lost nearly 250,000 at a Bahamas casino. All right. She enjoyed, of course, slot machines, blackjacks, crap, and scratch off tickets. And so, again, the picture that's being painted in the media is one that doesn't seem to be too savory in Kim's defense when it comes to financial planning, or at least financial spending. Okay. But we don't know this woman's finances. I'm just reporting to you what is being talked about. In other news, I believe it was TMZ reported that her daughters have basically stated that they're not going to be losing their home. I don't know. What I will say is that if you are a Kim Zolciak fan, and even if you are not a Kim Zolciak fan, definitely send up some prayers. You know, they have kids, and so this is something that we never want to see anybody losing their home, but it does just sort of make you think like, what is really going on? We hope for the best for them, and that's all the news that we have for you guys right now. And I will catch you in the next video.